Just waiting for this to start so I don't start. There we go. There we go. Hello, everyone. How are you this evening? You're finally on time for once. Well, I'm kind of going like, spur of the moment here. Spur of the moment. How is everyone? Twin, Kimmy J. How the hell are you? Holy shit. How is everyone tonight? I told you I would go live tonight. You know what I'm saying? I told you. I expected it to be earlier, but I had some unexpected coaching calls, which is a good thing. But how's everybody doing? Love you too, Batch. How is everybody tonight? Major SP movement. Oh, I cannot wait to hear. Girl, does that got a channel member symbol next to your name? Did you join back up to the channel membership? Yes. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Love it. I am doing amazing with my chipped tooth. Hopefully that dentist office calls me in the morning. They're gonna. Gotta get this friggin' thing fixed. You got into the God state today. Good. Thanks, Batch. Thanks. Hey, Kelly girl. Holy moly. It's been a while since I've seen you. How you doing? I tripped and fell over my own flip-flop trying to catch my phone from falling in my own bedroom. And I didn't hit my mouth. I hit my forehead. So I don't know how my tooth chipped. I just know I had a full tooth before I fell. When I got up, I no longer had a full front tooth. So now I got that chip right there. Right there in the worst possible fucking spot. Nix, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. Was just watching an old clip of yours about free will. Motivated me to do scripting. Feeling really empowered. Love it. Love it. Oh, that's one of my older videos. Love it. Yes, script away, script your life. What does your life look like? What does the version of you getting all your shit look like? Script about that. Nicole Crayson, Batch. I feel like when SP asks me to help him out with something, he then will go cold toward me and I feel used. What might this be? It's still, you know me. I put anything that is, you kind of like the chipped tooth. That's why I love you, Coco Pat. That's why I love you. Thanks. I don't like it though when I see myself. I'm like, ooh, who the fuck is that? Because it's not me. It's not myself looking in the mirror. You know? It's not like, I don't know, like a sexy gap in the middle of my tooth. You know? You know what I mean? Like a sexy gap in the tooth? That's not what mine is. Mine looks like Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber. Nicole, listen, in my opinion, whenever we're feeling any way where shit is happening to us from the 3D, it's a victim state. I put everything under the umbrella of victim state. So don't beat yourself up thinking, oh my God, I'm in a victim state, right? But you are creating that story. So then now you are housed in a state where your thoughts and then what we project out or perceive from our 3D is going to be from that perspective. So poor SP is going to have no choice but to keep showing up, reflecting that to you. So we should start changing the story, because the more you keep thinking that, the more we're going to create it. We're creating the story around him. And he doesn't get to have a new story. He gets to only have the story of being head over heels in love with you. Right? It's all it is. It's just a state. Listen, anytime, by the way you described that, I feel like when SP asks me to help out, then he's going to go cold. That's you selecting that version of yourself that it's experiencing that. So fuck that entirely. He gets to only love you. That's all he gets to do. He's not using you. He only gets to love you. So choose the state that's where you're housed, where SP is just head over heels in love with you, period. Is it Ali? Like AHL? AHLLI. Wait, why can't I talk? Ali. Okay. It's been almost 4 months, no contact with SP. Longest I have manifested him back twice before. How do I stay in the belief of this actually occurring again? You've manifested this person back twice, and now you're questioning your belief of being able to do it again. Why? You did it twice. You already proved your ability to manifest. You've already shown yourself that you can do it. Of course you can do it again. Listen, there is no such thing as, okay, well, I've manifested the person 3 times, and that's your limit. You can only manifest them 3 times. No friggin' way. There is no limits to what you can do. So it doesn't matter that you've already done it twice, so it's not going to happen again. Bullshit. Bullshit. You've already done it twice, so you know you can do it. Put your focus on how you know you can do it, because you can. You've already shown yourself. There's no rules to manifesting. There is no cutoff point, right? There's no cutoff point. Of course you can manifest it back. What I would do is I would be putting your focus on who the hell you are in this scenario, meaning you have, if you believe in God, you have the God power within you. If you don't believe in God, insert the word of your choice where I say God. And remind yourself that that's who you are. You're the sole creator of your reality. You can literally be, do, and have whatever you want. It's all in what you're focusing on. So focus on your power. Focus on what the version of you who has that desire looks like. Put your focus there and it'll happen, period. So lean on your experience of already manifesting them. Lean on that as your proof that manifestation works. So hopefully that'll help you. Kimmy J. Twin, my tooth is chipped too, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Are you serious? I really am your twin. Oh my God, are you serious? All right. I have a 10 a.m. dentist appointment. Anywho, wait a minute. Kimmy, are you telling me that you have a chipped tooth too right now and you're going to the dentist at 10 a.m. to get the tooth fixed while I'm waiting for a dentist to call me tomorrow to fix my chipped tooth? Are you telling me this? Are we each other's everyone as you pushed out? Yes. Oh my God, we really are twins. I fucking love this. Love you all and all the HBICs. Manifest that ish, y'all. Exactly. Oh my God, I am dying. That is hilarious. If we are connected. You and I connected. That is insane. What tooth is chipped, by the way? It's not your front tooth like me, is it? And how did you chip yours? Did you trip over flip-flops trying to catch your phone like I did? At least the bruise is gone. I had a big bump right here. MM, thank you very much. I'm tired of changing my beliefs around men. Well, I hear you. It's not always fun when we realize that it's totally us creating out in our reality. Front right tooth. Nope, I was drinking. That's even better. That's a better story than me tripping over a flip-flop. I love that it's your front tooth just like me. Wait a minute. It is my front right tooth. Same tooth. Oh my God. We're both Kims. We're both gorgeous. And we both chipped our tooth. The same tooth. Love it. Yeah, listen, I know it sucks when we're changing our beliefs. So maybe stop looking at it from the perspective of, oh my God, I have all these beliefs to change, and start looking at it from the perspective of, oh, fuck that, I'm shifting my state. I am now becoming the version of myself that has nothing but wonderful beliefs around love and relationships. And I'm busy getting whatever I want. Shift to that state. So you don't have to look at it as, I know, girl, I'm screaming too, I'm dying. I'm dying. Yeah, to me, shifting states is a million trillion times easier. I don't want to fucking affirm all day long to change shit either. I'm a lazy manifester. I want something easy, and I would like it to be quick. I don't like to wait. Hence, paying attention to your state of consciousness is like a shortcut. You are literally creating a version of yourself. There are infinite states available to us, which means infinite versions of us, infinite versions of specific people. So we have things to choose from. So don't look at it from the perspective of, I have this long, never-ending journey to change my beliefs, when instead you can choose to believe that it's so easy for you to shift your state into the version of yourself that it's easy for you to believe that all people that you want to date or anybody you're in a relationship with treat you, with love, respect, and whatever it is you're looking for. So tell yourself it's easy for you to believe that it's easy for you to shift into the version of yourself that it's easy to believe that everyone you love loves you back, or everything you desire desires you. Instead of looking at it as this hard, long journey, because it doesn't have to be. Shift your state, shift your 3D. That's exactly how it works. Your 3D is always the projection of the state you're holding. So right now you're holding a state, right? You're housed in a state where you're looking at things like it's a pain in the ass, working on changing all these beliefs. And I know how that feels. I know it's annoying. I know it's not fun. Hence me drowning you all in talking about states. Shift your state. Take the shortcut. Shift your state. Do you see what I mean? Who you believe you are is who you will be. So believe you're that new version. It's really that simple. I know it sounds too easy. It sounds too simple, but it really is. Really, really is. Like life-changing simple. Everything will change out here along with your state. Your world must reflect the state you're in. You're just in a tougher state, so let's shift on out of it. Okay? I took these off because they're freaking irritating me seeing the freaking glare, but I can't read without them. It's a little weekend. Nicole Grayson again. If you were a fruit, you'd be a fine apple. Batch, I love you. I love that you give me the little nail polish emoji. You know that's my favorite. Happy birthday, Amy. Amy, it's your birthday? Happy birthday, bitch. How are you? How was your day? How was your birthday? Did you do anything special? Happy friggin' birthday. I didn't know it was your, I'm going to say birthday again. You're a Gemini. Explains a lot about you in a good way. Wow. Happy birthday, bitch. Brunch, mimosas, dinner, tattoo. Love it. I'm going to need to see the tattoo. Manifesting Goddess, thank you very much. SP has been driving around my house twice. Hello, movement. Love it. Manifesting Goddess, you're getting movement, my friend. It's because your SP can't stay away from you. Keep telling yourself that. Love it. Evelyn Manzano. Wait, Manzano? Don't yell at me for butchering your name. Okay. SP texted me back, but didn't ask me out or said what I had been manifesting. I detached, but it has been months now and no movement. What can I do? Okay. Let's see. SP texted me back, but he didn't ask me out or say what I've been manifesting. I detached. Okay. What did you detach from? What'd you detach from? I'm not teasing you. I'm being serious. What did you detach from? Because we don't have to detach from anything. So what were you detaching from? Who were you listening to? Because you weren't listening to me. We don't have to detach from our manifestations. We don't. So your SP, you took action of reaching out to your specific person, which I don't care. That's not a big deal. All right. So you texted SP. That's great. But you didn't get the response you wanted. And by detach, I have a feeling you're meaning that you weren't from a needy, desperate place when you texted SP. So you didn't get the response you wanted. And now, okay, and there's been no movement and it's been months. So do you see why I keep repeating what I'm saying or what you wrote there? Do you see why I keep repeating it? Because do you see how I see what state you're holding? Do you see how I can tell that you're in a victim state right now? And remember, I use the umbrella phrase victim state. So don't be upset when you hear me say that, because it's not the end of the world. But you're seeing your 3D and you're seeing your person as separate from you. You're seeing the 3D as separate from your manifestation power. And it's not. You're looking at your 3D for validation of whatever you're doing to manifest over here. And we don't need to do that ever. There's always movement. You might be in quiet time with specific person, and you might have been in the right headspace when you texted them. But when we text specific people, if we're going to take that action, when I say don't do it if you're in a desperate or needy place, or that if you're going to get triggered by the response you're going to get, that's why I word it like that, because clearly you're disappointed with the response you got back. And our 3D and everything we're experiencing is the manifestation of a previous mindset, a previous state you were in, right? So the way I experience a 3D is there's always some kind of a lag. I can't tell you how long that lag is, because to me, it's always different. There's been some things that it was a few minutes, some things a week or two, right? So I can't tell you how long the lag's going to be, but there is one. That's why I say, fuck that 3D. We don't need to worry about the 3D. Our job is to keep our focus in the right place, right? So I'm really, really concerned with you bringing up the word detach. So I don't want you to feel like you have to detach from your manifestation. There's nothing to detach from other than worrying and doubting. That's it. But try not to focus or control the how your manifestation is going to come. See, you were expecting a certain type of response from your person and you didn't get it. And I think we're taking that as a bad meaning, and we don't have to do that, because we don't control how that manifestation is going to come to us, how it's going to play out in the 3D. So just because you were in a good headspace and then you texted SP doesn't mean that it was going to play out exactly the way you were hoping for, because we don't control that how. We don't know what the catalyst moment is that unites you two back into the version that you prefer. That's why our job is to always keep ourselves focused on, number one, the who we are, meaning the God of your reality, having the God power within you. And if you don't believe in God, insert the word that you do believe in, whether it's just higher self, higher power, soul creator. But your focus should be on having that power within, and then putting focus on the version of yourself that has the manifestation, and then not worrying what the 3D is showing you, because the 3D will catch up to what you're focused on. Okay? So for now, that's what you should be doing, and you will get movement. You will. But put your focus on the state you're holding. Things will change out here. When you change, everything else, including specific person, does too. But by change, I don't mean you have to take relentless action in your 3D. I'm saying you're changing yourself. You're changing your focus point. Okay? Sarah B., thank you very much. I spent last weekend in a cabin with SP after a breakup, 11 months of no contact, 8 months of hot and cold. He has a fiance, but he said he wishes he could be with me. And he still can. That's old story still playing out. That is old story playing out, him having this elusive fiance. That is nothing, Sarah B. You stay focused on the version of yourself that has your SP back as the version you prefer. You got movement. You had interaction. You got contact. You're getting movement. Do you see how your ducks are lining up in a row? Don't give up, or don't think it's failed because he's told you he has a fiance. That doesn't mean shit. I know it feels very solid, very real to you because you're the one living it. But from the outside perspective looking in on your situation, I see your manifestation coming into fruition. I'm seeing how your bridge of incidents are playing out right in front of you. This is not a bad thing. Keep your focus on your end goal. Don't worry about that fiance. She'll go bye-bye, okay? Don't worry about that. I know it's very easy to slip into worrying about third party, but you don't need to. You're getting movement. You're getting swift movement from a long time of no movement. Put your focus on your end goal. Make your state your focus. Fiance will go bye-bye, and you will have SP. I'm totally serious. From the outside looking in on you, I'm watching a bridge of incidents take place. Don't get tripped up on him showing up saying there's a fiance. Okay? Don't get tripped up by it. Because I'm telling you, you're on your bridge right now. Okay? Anjali Sharma, thank you very much. SP got hi, spammed me, asked if I loved him, called my what? Wait a minute, glasses gotta come because I'm just not understanding that. Okay, SP got hi, spammed me, asked if I love him, called my selfie mid. I don't know what that means, selfie mid. Didn't talk to me since. Seeing other SP again, but scared. He leave out of nowhere, too. Okay. Mid is an insult. Oh. Calling me selfie mid. Oh, so that's a bad thing. Okay. So he asked if, like, average. Okay, thank you. Okay. I'm going to tell you, if you're scared that the other SP is going to leave, too. Do you see yourself? What state you're in right now? It was funny because my friends were like, he's hating. Oh, he probably was hating, but he was reflecting the state you're in. Right? He's reflecting the state you're in. So when the reason why I can clearly see what state you're in is simply by the fact that you're fearing the other SP leaving you. So you're housed in a victim state right now. You're housed in an unfavorable state, and you're seeing your 3D circumstances from a limited perspective. That's all. So put your focus, like I'm telling everybody else, put your focus on the God power within you. Put your focus there. Really saturate your mind with that. Knowing who you are, knowing it's you. You're the only cause of what you're experiencing out here. It feels like SPs are showing up and behaving on their own accord, but they're not. They're reflecting you and your state of consciousness, right? So Now we're fearing both SPs might do something to hurt us because SP showed up like a turd, right? Came in, blowing up your shit, wanting your attention, and then acting like a turd again. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I mean? So put your focus on your power. Put your focus on your power. And then put your focus on the version of yourself who has whichever SP of your choosing, or both. It's up to you. SPs are like actors. They're only showing up, fulfilling the role you've given them. And the role comes from your beliefs and assumptions housed from your state of consciousness. So decide that you are the woman who gets to choose which person she wants and that they always show up showering you with love, attention, and affection. Your relationships always work out. See yourself as that version so that the 3D will reflect it. You don't have anything to be afraid of. If you would focus on the who you are in this scenario, you won't fear that 3D at all because you realize, what is there to be afraid of? I'm God. I'm the God of my reality. Who cares how it's playing out in the 3D? I'm still getting what I want in the end. You know how the movie ends, right? The movie ends with you getting your shit. So you know that your end is how it, right, it is what's going to play out. The how the movie gives its drama section before the ending, right? In these friggin' love movies, there's always drama in the middle, but then there's the reconciliation. They fall madly in love, they get married, and they're together forever, right? All these romantic comedies, these love stories. Right now, you're watching the drama unfold, but you know what happens in the end. It's like in the good Shakespeare's when everything goes wrong before right. Yes. So think of it like that. That's what's playing out here. That's why I don't need to give it any attention. I can just keep my attention on my end goal. I can just keep my attention on the version of me that has everything I want. Okay? Yes, like a Hallmark movie. Starlight, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. Do we have to uncover all our negative beliefs on love? Wait, do we have to uncover all our negative beliefs on love? Felt good, then today fell out, cried, told myself, don't worry, he's miserable without me. Then saw 111. Okay, it's like this. If you're fearing that there is this like diabolical hidden inner belief, you know, always coming out to snatch your happiness, then yeah, maybe we want to spend some time figuring out where that shit is coming from within. Or we can decide to put our focus on the version of ourselves that doesn't have negative beliefs around love and relationships. I am not blind. I am not stupid. I am so aware that there are coaches who tell you that if you don't address every single limiting belief you have, that you're never going to be able to manifest your person. And I challenge them to a duel. I do. I challenge them that if you shift your state, and you put your focus on the version of yourself that doesn't have any limiting beliefs, that has nothing but beneficial beliefs around love, you can do that. You can do that. There are infinite states of consciousness. We can't decide that we're going to follow everything Neville Goddard says, and then because it doesn't line up with your limited beliefs, then we're not going to believe the rest of it. Now, don't get me wrong. You know I'm not a strict Neville, but I also have the intelligence to recognize when it's a limiting belief and when it's not. But usually the people that are dumping limiting beliefs at you will use Neville Goddard terminology to prove themselves right. Where I'm telling you, this change your state mentality came from Neville Goddard. So while they're busy, barking orders at you and using it from, Neville Goddard. Well, it's Neville Goddard who said there's infinite states to choose from. Decide who you are. Decide what version of yourself you are. Line up with that state. You have the power to do that. So no, I don't think you need to dive in and start attacking things unless you are living miserably and you're struggling to shift your state. Then yes, let's take a look. But you don't need to. You can just shift. Believe it or not, you can. Because each state holds a different set of beliefs and assumptions. Okay? So don't be hard on yourself. And it's very, very normal to start practicing shifting into a better state and to fall right back to the limiting state you were in, the victim state. It's very normal. That's why I say baby step your way there. Baby step it. When I say baby step, I mean practice a little bit each day, a little bit every day. Try to, you can just affirm things. It's easy for you to shift your state. It's easy for you to believe that you are this new version of yourself. It's easy for you to believe in the law of assumption. It's affirming things like that to help you shift out of the victim state. Okay? You have nothing to worry about. Don't be so hard on yourself. I don't know why some people are so frightened by the idea that we really are limitless and we really do make the rules of manifestation ourselves as individuals. I don't know why that frightens some people so much. And I think it's just they're so married to their own limited beliefs that they want to keep you trapped with them because they're scared to see outside of that box. Because I don't know, maybe all of their content is around their limited perspectives instead of just admitting it's okay that you used to think this way. It's okay to evolve instead of consistently fear-mongering people and making them feel trapped into one way of manifestation because it's just not the truth. Okay? Yes, Brittany. The ones who have a limitless mindset are the ones actually getting their shit. It's so true. It is so true. That's why I say pay attention. Pay attention to the people you're listening to. What have they manifested and kept? And that's not me picking on them. I'm saying realistically, they're not keeping their damn manifestations and they're clinging to their limited beliefs. Maybe we got to look at that. What's wrong with that recipe? You know what I mean? Believe you're limitless because we are. We do not have to be perfect to manifest. And it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to fall backwards into a victim state. It's okay. It's the don't give up. Just don't give up. That's all. The only rule I'm going to put on you is don't give up. Don't give up. Doesn't matter if you fall down. Get back up. Get back up and let's start over. Because in reality, you're not starting at the beginning again. You're not. You're picking up where you left off. Just don't fucking give up. Okay? Hold on, I'm trying to make my thing fucking refreshed over here, so hold on. There we go. Tanya Brown, thank you very much. Kim, I had another close death. My uncle and my period is on major triggering going on. SP still giving me hot and cold. How do you find the best state and stay there? Help me get my ish together. Okay. I am very, very sorry for your loss. Okay, I'm very, very sorry for your loss. So freaking sorry about your uncle. Number one. Number two, listen. When we experience a loss like that, don't be hard on yourself. Don't put the pressure on that you must maintain this wonderful state, right? No, this is a time when you be easy on yourself and allow yourself the time to grieve. Okay? Number one. Number two. There was number two. Number three. With SP still showing up being hot and cold, we already know that's a reflection of hot and cold thoughts, meaning when you waver, he wavers. So if your mindset, 1 minute you're on manifestation game, the next minute we're thinking none of this shit works, we're falling apart, it's the flipping back and forth. And honestly, it's from the state you're holding. It's from the state you're holding. A lot of times when we are holding ourselves to a level of perfection that we don't need to be, that can also result in hot and cold behavior out here. Meaning, when we're so tough, stringent on ourselves that I must maintain this good state, I must maintain this good state, and then when we fall out of it because we're humans, that beating up on ourselves that we do can also create hot and cold behavior. So don't be hard on yourself. Be easy on yourself. Shifting states is at everyone's fingertips. Everyone has that available to them. There are infinite states to be in. And you can literally shift your state by just saying so. By just saying, I am the version of myself, and whatever you describe from there. Meaning, I am the version of myself that always gets what she wants. I am the version that no matter what kind of a mood I'm in, I still get what I want. That's a state. That's a state in itself. So I wouldn't worry so much as trying to maintain a perfect state. I would be more of the mindset of telling yourself that it's okay to not feel perfect and still get what I want. It's okay for me to believe that I can shift in and out of states, allow my 3D to catch up, and not expect my manifestation to fail. Create that as a state where you are in total belief that it's okay when you don't feel good. It's okay to have a bad day. It's not stopping anything out here. Our only downfall is that we fall off the wagon because of our 3D. We look at the 3D and we see things as permanent, unchangeable. That's not true. The 3D is an illusion. It is a projection from within. So our eyes are not seeing truth. Our eyes are projecting out old stories, old dominant thoughts. And keep in mind, when you are starting to practice baby stepping yourself into new states, it's kind of fucking normal for things to go wobbly in our 3D. Because remember, there is the death of the old man. Meaning, when we are shifting, the old man must die. The old man must die. The old shit version, the victim version of yourself has to die off. So don't be shocked when 3D gets wobbly, when 3D looks a little ugly. That's when you remind yourself, oh, no. I'm in the midst of shifting my state. I'm leveling up. This is old story shit that does not matter to me anymore. It's going to go away. I am choosing to not be triggered by this time. I am not going to allow SP to trigger me this time because I know it's old story playing out because I'm in the midst of shifting my state. Period. And because you say so, it becomes so. You really are that powerful. That's why I say make your number one focus the who you are. If you're going to start really identifying the state you're in and trying to shift into a more beneficial state, start with focusing on who you are. But Tanya, for your case, for right now, take it easy on yourself. You have a reason to not feel quite amazing right now. You've experienced a loss of someone very close to you. Take your time to grieve. Be easy on yourself. SP is not going to go anywhere. Take the time you need to heal. SP is still going to be there. We're going to get SP. That hot and cold behavior shit is going to go out the window. Once we start getting a little more persistent in the state. How do we hold a state? Honestly, it's what I experience is just not letting my 3D throw me out. But if I do get thrown out, I don't beat myself up for it, because I have the belief that it's okay if I have a bad day. It's not going to destroy my manifestations. And that's how my 3D is now, because I've created that belief. And was it easy for me to do that? Fuck no. I had moments where I was triggered. I'm still a human being having human moments. We're still going to have our human moments. It doesn't mean we're screwing anything up. Be easy on yourself. Okay? Again, I'm very sorry for your loss. Terry Nugent, thank you very much. Do you know where I am in coaching? Sent in April. I know you are busy, but I know you will get to me. I'm not in April yet, so you're still in line. But I can look you up. So let me write your name down. But I'm not in the month of April yet, just so you know. But I'll look you up. Okay? Jen Elvira, thank you very much. Had movement with SP, told me he missed me and loved me and had a good day with him, but told him I needed to step back to prioritize healing and my emotions. Just need space. I know he's mine. Look at you putting up a boundary. Jen, well done. Very well done. Now keep the right state. Don't fall back into victim state. Maintain this healthy, beautiful state where you know SP isn't going anywhere. Maintain that state. Well done. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. Now, I don't mean it from the perspective of everybody needs to set boundaries. I don't mean it like that. But when we can feel that we need one, we need to step back. And that's all relative. That's all in how you feel as an individual. I don't want everybody thinking we got to run out in the 3D and start setting boundaries up everywhere we go. That's not what I mean. But when we can feel we might need to step away from a minute, but to be confident enough to know that person ain't going anywhere. I'm in control of my reality. I need to regroup myself. I'm setting up a boundary. That takes balls. That takes strength. You keep that attitude and watch as you start getting everything you fucking want. Pretty fucking impressed. Well done, Jen. Well done. Now you keep that same energy. Yes, you keep that same energy. I'm impressed. Well done. Anjali again, thank you very much. Is shifting states affirming or a new mindset or both? It's your state of consciousness. It's your state of consciousness, meaning you are always in a state. Always in a state. Always. How you see yourself, how you describe yourself, how you describe your life in regards to your 3D, that is you being in a state. So you're always in one. Affirmations are a tool or a technique to help move you into a state. But I don't want you to think that we always have to affirm to shift a state, because you don't. But they are useful to help make you shift. But they're not the same things. You know, you are always in some form of a state of consciousness. Always. Always, always. what I have found the most effective and the quickest way to manifest is to start out with baby steps, identifying the state you're in, learning to be able to decipher what state you're holding. Start there. Then put your focus on who you are. So, you know me, I call it focusing on your God power. I don't think I say it enough, but if you don't believe in God, that is okay. That does not make manifestation not work for you. Just insert the word you do believe in. If you believe it's just energy, then say, I have the creation energy within me. And also, it's fucking normal to not believe in any of this shit and not to believe that you're actually creating. It is. It's okay. You're still going to manifest. Is it an easier road if you believe? Yeah, of course it is. There's less convincing. There's less doubt in your mind when you have a little bit of belief that it's working. But you don't need to believe to manifest. Okay? Kim looks so pretty. Oh, Jen, look at you being my best friend. Love you. Makeup's on. Do you know the rules of why I wear makeup and when I wear makeup? If Kim's wearing makeup, Kim was with her specific person at some point today. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I have makeup on because I don't give a fuck about wearing it any other time. Even though I love makeup. But I only like wearing it when I'm around my man, you know what I'm saying? That's when I want to look pretty. No lipstick. That's right. No lipstick. Making out with a chipped tooth. Oh, Lord. Do you know when I chipped that tooth, that was the first thing I thought of was, oh my God. What am I going to do? I can't let him see me like this. Then I'm like, wait, no, he loves me. Never mind. But still, it came into my mind. It did cross my mind. Fuck, I'm still human. Okay, Laura P, thank you very much. Revision help. I found the moment in my life when I felt not chosen. I was 3 and older kids pushed me because they didn't want to play with me. Those little fuckers. Okay, so let's go back to that moment. Let's go back to it and let's rewrite it as they didn't push you away. They didn't push you out of the equation. They invited you over to play with them. They allowed you in. And I can't believe you remember that because I don't remember much of me at 3 years old. I'm pretty impressed with that. So you're going to reread it if you're scripting it, unless you're visualizing. If you're visualizing, you're going to want to do it, a few times a day. Preferably. I say it's easier just to do it first thing in the morning or before you go to bed. Scripting, same thing. Read it at minimum twice a day. Do it for a week. Check in with yourself in a week. In a week, if the old version of the old experience is still dominant in your mind, you're going to want to do it another week. You're going to keep doing it until your new revised story is what is dominant. And then 3D will catch up. But there's a lot of catching up. If we're going back that far, just, be patient with the 3D. You'll notice changing. I don't mean that it's going to take a long time to show. I'm saying you have, I don't know how old you are, but I'm just going to assume, we'll just say 18 and above because I can't try to guess how old anybody is. But still, so from the age of 3 to whatever age you are now, we have some experiences. That's a snowball effect, right? So when we change a route, a snowball effect also ensues catching up. So be chill, be relaxed, and allow the 3D to catch up. And it will. It will. Can you all hear her snoring in the background? Mistress is a natural beauty. Thanks, Hitman. caught up for once? Am I actually just caught up? It just feels so weird. Good. All right, I'm going to get into regular chat now here. Okay. Why are you frustrated, Smart Start 24? How did I shift to the reality where Kim wearing makeup, like I legit did that? Listen, it happens. It fucking happens, Sarah. Okay? When I'm around my man, I wear my makeup. Other than that, I don't. Because I'm lazy. Openly, happily to admit, lazy. Makeup is only on when I'm going to see my man. Because then I get excited to put it on. What do you want me to talk about with multiple SPs? What do you want to hear? Ask me an actual question and I shall address it, Miss Rachel. Did you manifest this, Sarah? Love it. I reality shifted and my God, it felt bananas. Well, let's hear about it, Brittany. Give us Kim examples. Examples of what? Examples of what? It was your weekly goal for me to show up with makeup on? What is that saying? What is that saying, Sarah? I'm happy you're live, Betch. I'm happy you're here, Betch. Is that your dog snoring or your man? It's my dog, but my man snores too, and it does sound similar. I love him, but he does. But then again, I think I do too. Let's keep it real. I think I do too. I'm a fucking mouth breather. I think I am, because I wake up with a really dry mouth, so I'm taking in all the bugs while I'm sleeping. That's what I'm thinking. So I never say anything to him about his snoring, ever, because I don't want him to say, "Oh, well, you do too. You suck the air out of the room." I don't want to hear him say it, so I don't ever critique or criticize. I'm not stupid. I'm not opening up the doorway for criticism. You know what I'm saying? Can I manifest more than one thing at a time? Yes, you should. Like SP and money? Yes. If so, how? What do you mean, Terry Nugent? What do you mean, how? Listen, when I tell you to think of the version of yourself that's in the relationship that you want to be in, you should be seeing yourself as like your dream version, meaning the version of you that has it all, whatever you desire. So that's how you manifest in more than one place. You see yourself as that version. So if you want, to be a multimillionaire and be married and having a million babies with your SP, then see yourself as living that version. If you have, a desire for a big dream mansion you want to live in, see yourself having all of those things within you're being that version. So I always multi-manifest. I've never just focused on one thing at a time. How stressful is that? I recommend that everyone multi-manifest. You are stressing yourself out and it makes you hyper-focused on the thing the one thing you're manifesting. When you manifest in multi areas, you have things to keep your focus on, meaning You don't stay hyper-focused in one area. You're shifting your focus around. It relieves the stress, trust me. So it's just seeing yourself as the version that has those things. If you want to script it and script exactly what the version of you looks like, what your life is like. And I don't mean necessarily scripting the moment the manifestations come in. I say script from the place of like 3 months after manifestation so that you can touch the feeling of what it would be like to naturally already have those things. I think that when we focus on the initial getting the manifestation, that's not you existing as the version who has it. See yourself as already living and having it. What does that version of you look like? The person who's already been living that life. That's the version I would be focused on, in my opinion. And that's what I do. And I can comfortably tell you I have successfully manifested in every category. Unless there's a category I haven't thought of. So do it. It makes life a lot easier. A hell of a lot easier. So did I answer your question? Does that answer your question? You are too cute. I absolutely love you. I absolutely love you too, Carrie Merritt. Do you say it at the same time or keep it separate within the day? I'm not saying anything. See, here's the thing. This is why I tell you guys I never really affirmed. The only thing I ever did to manifest was script, writing it down. I never spent my day affirming all day long. I didn't. If maybe I was taking poop on a walk and a thought popped into my mind that didn't line up with me getting what I wanted, maybe I would affirm in that moment saying, no, everything always works out for me. I always get what I want. But that's about the extent of what I would say. Or maybe SP's head over heels in love with me because I always get what I want. Literally, that's how I would speak to myself. But I was manifesting from scripting. I was not thinking about affirmations, saying affirmations, spewing affirmations throughout my day. I never did that. Ever. It was never my manifestation game. It was a rare occurrence to get me to start affirming somewhere. I was scripting. So I will say, anytime you hear me say affirm for this or I affirmed this, I'm talking about scripting. I'm talking about I wrote it. Because to me, that was me affirming what I wrote. But I still only did it once a day. Well, except for the first few months of being with my SP, because I was always so fucking stressed the fuck out because I was brand new to the law of assumption. And anytime I had anxiety, I would start scripting. So my first couple of months of being with SP, I scripted a lot. But after that, I didn't script. No, I did it once a day. And then when states finally clicked in my mind, all I did was maintain my state. I was never someone relentlessly affirming all day long. So how much you should affirm or when you should affirm is really a personal decision because you are making the rules of manifestation yourself. So it's a choice. If you're someone that enjoys affirming every hour on the hour and you like doing it and it makes you feel good to do it, then do it. But if you don't like it, you don't want to affirm every fucking hour on the hour, don't do that. Don't do it. The law of assumption, manifestation, is meant to be a lifestyle. Not, I'm going to affirm this until I get what I want, and then I'm going to be done with this. No, you're manifesting whether you want to be or not. So you need to find something that is sustainable. Sustainable. Is affirming every hour on the hour fucking sustainable? No, it's not. Is sleeping for the rest of your life with a sleep tape playing sustainable? No, it's not. They're okay to use. They're okay to use, no judgment. I'm not telling you to throw out your night tapes. I'm saying come up with a plan that is sustainable. States are sustainable. Even actually affirming when you feel like it is sustainable. Scripting can be sustainable. But think of your manifestation game as something you're going to do the rest of your life. Because once you manifest things in, you're going to want something else after that. There's always going to be something we want. There will always be another thing. We want that to happen, though. We want there to be constant new things we want to manifest. Or we're going to get apathetic and be bored off our tits. We want the drive of always wanting something again or more or different. I look at it as fun because it is fun. Don't you get excited when manifestations show up? I do still, even if they're stupid. By stupid, I mean like a color of a car, a song. I still get excited when it happens. Kimmy J chipping the same fucking tooth to me is hilarious. It's exciting. Everyone is you pushed out. I love stuff like that. So make manifesting your lifestyle so you can live your actual dream life and not wish for it. Actually get it. I just had to call the paramedics for my mom while watching. I could really use some prayer. Okay, Alexa Majestic. Let's intend immediately that whatever's going on with your mom, she is healed immediately. She is healed, healthy, and safe immediately. Okay? Whatever's going on, she is healed, healthy, and safe immediately. Everything's going to work out okay. Everything's going to be okay. And you keep saying that to yourself. Focus on the healthy, happy version of your mom. Okay? And then keep us updated. Okay? Keep us updated. She's going to be okay. Jen, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. I've been sad over SP, but really focusing on self-concept. My ex popped back up, unblocked me, and followed on Instagram. More below. I don't see any more below, Jen. That's all I see. That's all I see, Jen. That's all I see, girl. Okay, so let's go from what I can see. Listen, you do realize that your ex popping up, unblocking you, following you, things like that. You do realize that's your birds before land. It's not a coincidence that your ex has popped back into your life, unblocked you, followed you. Not a coincidence. That's your birds before land. So I understand you might be feeling sad over your SP, but don't be. You're getting that birds before land because your eye is on the prize. You're focusing in the right place. Don't be fooled by your 3D. Okay? Don't look at the 3D as, well, the SP's not changing yet. Nothing's working out with SP. No, don't do that to yourself. You're getting birds before land because your eyes have been in the right place. So put your focus back on you getting what you want. You being the version of yourself that is getting movement with your specific person. Put your focus on the relationship you want to be in with your person. Don't look at your 3D as nothing's happening with SP. but my stupid ex has unblocked me and followed me. No, honey, that's movement. That's movement for you. I know it's not the movement you want, but it's validation that you've been on the right path. So don't be so hard on yourself. This is good. I know it's frustrating when we want our specific person to be giving us attention and not somebody else. I know that. I went through the same exact thing when I was manifesting my guy back from solo number 2. I was annoyed at the BBL guy or SP2, whatever we want to call him. I was annoyed by him, unfortunately. All he was for me when he was showing up, being sweet to me, saying sweet things to me, you know, trying to shower me with attention and affection, I was like, I don't want you. No offense. All you're doing is reminding me that I don't have SP. So I understand how our mindset can start looking in that direction, but don't. Realize these BBLs show up because you're focused in the right area. You're dropping your resistance in that subject area, hence why the BBLs show up. So look at it as a good thing, okay? Yes, manifesting is easy as fuck. It's our human logic that makes it hard. Agree, agree, agree. Our human ego loves to find logical reasoning for everything we're experiencing. But when we are manifesting, I don't often use this word, but I'm going to use it to help describe what I'm saying, okay? When we are manifesting, like we are entering like the spiritual realm, if you would like to look at it from that perspective. You're looking outside of the human 3D ego world, which is, you know, sustained by logic and logical reasoning. We are going outside of that, above that. So for a lack of a better word to use, we'll say spiritual. So we're touching the spiritual realm. We're going above our 3D. So when your mind is trying to come up with logical reasons why you can't have what you want, that is only from your other 3D logical perspectives, experiences. You're broadening that awareness. You're expanding your awareness. So logic doesn't belong in the equation anymore. Okay? So when your ego is giving you all the reasons that make sense in the moment to you, why you can't have what you want, you're above your ego. You're going into like the bigger D's, the 4Ds, the 5Ds, instead of the basic bitch 3D. You're going above that with what you're doing. Okay? BBL is birds before land. Birds before land, meaning like if you're in a boat on the ocean, when you start seeing birds, it's usually an indicator that you are about to see land. So it's birds before land. And it means when you start seeing things that are similar to what you're manifesting, that's considered birds before land. Or in my opinion, when you start seeing anything that's connected to your specific person or to the money you're manifesting, anything is a birds before land. That's what it means. I'm not going to lie though. On one of my older live streams, somebody brought up that it also means Brazilian butt lift. And I have never been able to drop that So every time I see BBL, even though I know we're talking about birds before land, I instantly think of Brazilian butt lift. Just so you know. Kim, what if the opposite manifested? I'm not in any way thinking negatively about it. Okay. When we think the opposite has manifested, number one, if it's not our manifestation in that 3D, we do not care. I'm glad you're not upset about it. I'm glad you're not thinking negatively about it. Good. The more you're not marinating on it, worrying about it, the quicker it's going to go away and the thing you actually want to experience can come in. But when the opposite comes up, number one, if we start worrying, that is us accepting that our manifestation has failed, or that our manifestation has gotten screwed up, or we might have done something wrong that the opposites manifested, and none of that is true. And to be perfectly real, sometimes when we are in the midst of shifting our state, it's normal for our 3D to go tits up. It's normal. Don't panic. Don't give up. Don't start questioning everything you're doing. Just stay focused on the prize. Keep your focus on the who you are and the version of yourself who has your desires, and that shit in the fucking 3D will start melting away and you'll start getting evidence of what you want. So don't panic. When we honestly when we're saying that, well, now the opposite has manifested. No, a bridge of incidents is taking place. A bridge of incidents. Your manifestation just isn't here yet. Just isn't in your 3D yet. It's created here, but it's just not in the 3D yet, but it's going to be. So don't worry that maybe you've done something wrong or that there's something to start worrying about. No, there's not. You just keep your eye on the prize. That's going to go away. It will. Okay? Oh, is it no Jude? No Jude? No Jude? No Wood? M? If I shift my state, then I shouldn't be working on my beliefs. I am overwhelmed by how many beliefs I should work on, and I don't understand states yet. Well, okay. Well, yeah, no. No. Not necessarily the way you're looking at it. Your beliefs still matter. What's important is to know where your beliefs are coming from. That's what you should be focusing on. So no, I'm not telling you to take a shit on the beliefs and not address them. I'm saying it's better to identify the state you are in and realize that each state has its own set of beliefs, assumptions, experiences, manifestations, self-concept. Each state has a different set. There's never a reason to panic over states. You're in one, whether you're aware of it or not. We're all in a state. It's the realization that we have the ability to shift our state. So no, I'm not saying fuck your beliefs. I'm saying if you make your state your priority, meaning shifting out of a shit one, it makes life a little easier. It makes manifesting a little bit easier, a lot more easier, to be honest with you. See what I'm saying? But it's not that you just throw your beliefs out the window. It's realizing my beliefs are me. My beliefs are not even mine. They belong to the state. So I'm not someone who really thinks I'm not chosen, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough. I really don't think that. It's just because of the state I'm in. And if I shift my state over here to the woman who has it all, or whatever you want to title it, those shitty beliefs stay there. And new beliefs are over here. So these endless journeys of affirming relentlessly for your beliefs is not necessary. We should still address them by identifying them, because that tells us what state we're in. I'm not telling you to stop affirming, stop visualizing, stop scripting. I'm not saying stop anything. I'm saying identify your state. Pay attention to the state. Realize you yourself are not your thoughts. You're not the beliefs. We've been taught from the perspective of you don't feel chosen. You don't feel good enough about yourself. You don't feel wanted. That's why you're manifesting all of this stuff out in your 3D, because you don't feel good enough. You need to work on your self-concept. And I'm telling you, you are not those beliefs. And if you shift your state, if you work on shifting your state, you will realize those beliefs don't have to ever define you ever again. Especially if you grew up in traumatic experiences, when you realize what state you're holding, you get to be free from the pain and the suffering and the beliefs that were created from the traumatic experiences you experienced. Those traumas, especially anybody who grew up as a child experiencing trauma and abuse. And that's not to say that anybody else experiencing trauma in later years aren't as important. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying your belief system is created as a child. And when you're brought up in a traumatic environment, those beliefs your choice was stolen from you. It was taken away from you, from the people that raised you. And I'm saying this is your ability to snatch your damn power back. See yourself as the version that you desire to be. You get to just choose to be that person. That's what I'm saying. So yes, your beliefs matter, but you don't have to be those beliefs. Do you see what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope. This is where you get to take back the power that was ever stolen from you. And if you didn't grow up in a traumatic beginning and you had a normal, what we define as normal childhood, but you experienced things as a teenager or in your younger years, you get to shed those too. You get to take back what was stolen from you. And that's how I look at it. When anybody's been through a traumatic event, and if it's had any detriment on you, any effect on you, that it's affected your beliefs and assumptions, you get to have your power back. Those don't have to define you anymore. Whoever hurt you stole that from you, and this is where you snatch it back. That's what I mean. So your beliefs, yes, they're important, but they're important to identify where you are, so we can get the fuck on out and get you to a place where you realize you don't have to be any of those things anymore. You get to be whatever version of you prefer. And that's not in any way to say, because I know that some people see any trauma they've been in from the perspective of, they're happy or they're proud of the version they've become because they've overcome their traumas. And if you still want to think from that perspective, that's perfectly fine too. This is where you get to decide. You choose and define who you are and have your world reflect that back. It's no matter how you think of your experiences, you get to snatch your power. For me, that's the focus here. Getting your damn power back. So yes, beliefs are important. It helps identify what state you're in. But we have the power and ability to shift our state. And if you don't understand states yet, don't worry. Keep on your manifestation game. It'll eventually click with you, I promise. It will. It didn't click with me right away either. It took me a while to grasp states. So don't worry. Don't be hard on yourself. Stay on your manifestation game. You're shifting through states regardless. Okay? Renee M, thank you very much. Is affirming about my SP the same as having inner convos? Sometimes I have a foggy brain and I can hardly think except saying much. I miss him and want to see him again. Been almost a year of quiet time. Okay. The idea of what we're doing when we're affirming, yes, is the same as inner conversations, but the concept are two separate techniques. So affirming is just affirming new thoughts, new thinking. Inner conversations is really having a conversation with your specific person, either out loud or in your mind. And some people hear their person speak back to them. Some people don't. I'm someone who I do not hear my specific person speak back to me when I'm having inner conversations with them. So they're two different tools or techniques. One is like having an actual conversation with your person. The other is like it's new thoughts, it's new thinking. But how they work on your person is the same. Meaning they hear us, they think it's their own thoughts because we are all connected to one consciousness. Okay? So when I was in my own solo vacation, which is, if you don't know, that means break up, but we don't call it that. We call it solo vacation. When I was in my solo vacation, I missed my SP desperately. I cried every day. Not kidding. For real, cried every day. That's also when I finally understood states after about 2 weeks, though. My first 2 weeks were a living hell. I hated everything first 2 weeks. But I desperately missed mine too. Desperately. And I would do inner conversations to help me feel close to him again. And it's not to say I didn't try to reach out to him. I did. Didn't get the response I wanted, but I was also reaching out to him for a very desperate and needy space. I was in a very bad space. Tried to poke and force my 3D, didn't work, backfired. So just saying that. So I would do the inner conversations. So it was just me talking to him. I did not hear him respond. It was just me talking to him. And I would just say things that I wanted him to think about me. So I would say things like, I know you love me. I know you want to spend the rest of your life with me. I know I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. I would say things like that. Now, that is not the only way to do an inner conversation. You can have a conversation with your person from another perspective. There's a girl in my channel membership who tested this out and it's worked beautifully, meaning she directs the inner conversation from the deceased sibling of her specific person. And her person has shown up saying word for word what she put in to that inner conversation. Basically, I think she described it as like seeing like a movie scene and seeing the deceased brother speaking to her specific person, but her telling the deceased brother what to say. And that blew me away. Blew me away because it works. She got movement from it. She got word for word movement from it. So inner conversations can come from different perspectives. It's all in what you're seeing yourself. It's all individual. It's all relative. So yeah, why don't you have the inner conversations? Tell him what you want him to feel. I will tell you what I never did was I never told him, you know you miss me. I know you miss me. I never said things like that. Now, this could be nothing but my own limiting belief, but I didn't want to say anything that made it sound like we weren't together because to me, then I wasn't living in the end. So I never said anything like, you want to get back with me. You know you miss me. I never said anything that sounded like we were separate. But like I said, that's probably just my own personal limiting belief. But I'm just telling you exactly how I did it. And I just said, you know you love me. You know you're spending the rest of your life with me. You know you think about me all the time. Whatever came up in the moment. And there were some times that I would friggin' start crying right in the middle of it because I still missed him. But that was my go-to when I was really, really down. And when he and I got back together, he came back saying just about everything I said during my inner conversations. So they do work. They do get them. They just think it's their own thoughts. Okay? Jen, thank you very much again. Thanks, Kim. My comments are up there, but wanted to be sure it's BBL. Do I affirm for SP now too, or stick to self-concept? I was shocked by X, but we over him. Yeah, you can affirm for both. You listen. I know some people teach from the perspective that you only focus on self-concept, and I'm telling you, no, you can focus on both. If you want to affirm for your specific person, then go right ahead and affirm for your specific person. Don't worry about it. What I would do is I would be putting my focus on what does the you in the equation look like? What is the version of you that has the relationship? What does the relationship look like? What does it feel like to be that version of yourself where you have your desires? Focus on that when you're not affirming. Put your focus on that. See yourself as that version. Therefore, you are shifting your state by putting your focus on that version. Charlotte Arnold, thank you very much. My celeb SP showed up in my state 3 days later after your last live stream. Remember I said I felt she was close to doing so? I do remember that. Best hug ever. Invited me to visit her later on. Called me soul sister. Shut up. Holy balls. Look at that movement. Charlotte Arnold, you manifested that. You manifested your person being there. This is amazing. You did this. So keep your focus on you and your celebrity SP being together and watch the bridge of incidents play out in front of you. Well done, Charlotte Arnold. Congratulations. Summer, thank you very much. SP messaged me last week after QT keeps flirting with me, but when I try to hang out, he dodges. He told me he just finished filming a dating show and my friends are suggesting he's dating someone. Ugh. Okay. He messaged you last week after quiet time. He keeps flirting with you, but when I try to hang out, he dodges. He told me he just finished filming a dating show. My friends are suggesting he's dating someone. Okay. So right now, you know as well as I do, you are in a state that is not beneficial. Okay. We are in a state where we are seeing SP having something like free will, making choices to not be with you. He's dodging you, but he's texting you and giving you attention, but he's dodging the connection. Do you see how it's an unfavorable state? Because we are in a state where we're seeing that this person has options. Now, your friends, I don't know if they're into manifesting. I don't know. So if they're seeing it logically, I can see why they would have that perspective. But when it comes to manifesting, we don't have to give a rat's ass what's happening in the 3D. We get to choose to keep our focus on our end prize and not worry about the 3D. I know that's not easy, especially when you're not getting what you want, but put your focus on who the hell you are. On who the hell you are. Listen, if we want to bring logic into it for a minute, let's take the law of assumption away. Let's take manifesting away for just a minute, and let's bring logic back into it. My friends are reflecting worst case scenario, that he's in a relationship from the show. That's where I was going with that. That if you want to look at it from a logical ego 3D world perspective, when we discuss our manifestations, even though you might not be talking to your friends about what you're currently manifesting, you're just talking to them as friends, you're talking about what's going on in your life. It's always a high percentage of a chance that the people you're discussing it with is going to reflect your fears. I'm like, but he's hitting me up. So what? What, girl? Listen, remove the logic from this. Remove the logic. It doesn't matter what is going on for real in the 3D. Meaning if there's somebody else in the equation, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because you get to come back over to here and put your focus on the version of yourself. Because remember, we are never changing SPs. We are never affirming for their change. We change us to get them to change. We change us to get them to change. Are y'all hearing me? It is us becoming new versions of ourselves, because there are infinite states, okay? You know it. You know I'm going to rub these states down. I'm going to rub it in like salt in your wounds. Listen. There are infinite states, which means infinite versions of you, which then means infinite versions of them. Change your state. You are then changing the version of you. And because of that, and because they are always your reflection, they change. That's how we get them to change. It's we change us. They have no choice. Hence the no free will. Think of it as like this. You're having the desire because it's meant for you. The desire is coming from the God within. You don't believe in God, you already know. Take the word God out in it. Put in there what you do believe. But that power is within you. So if you're getting the desire to be with that person, what should you affirm? I would be affirming that every single morning I'm waking up in the reality where I get what I want. I'm waking up every morning as the version of myself that is always in the state of me always getting what I want. I find it so easy to maintain a state where I get everything I want. Literally everything. That is enough to start getting that person to change. I shit you not. It doesn't have to be difficult. You don't have to have 1,000,000 affirmations unless you want 1,000,000 affirmations. It's all your own individual choice. But tell yourself that it's easy for you to become the version of yourself where you're in the relationship that you want to be in with the version of him that you want to be in the relationship with. Tell yourself that it's easy for you to do it. It's easy for you to manifest anything you desire. Tell yourself that. You will become the version of yourself that has the version of him that you prefer. So even though our gut instinct is to start affirming affirmations for our SP to get them to change, I get it. I was the same way when I first started. I believed that's how we do it. And then all you heard about was self-concept, self-concept, self-concept. So then I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to do self-concept. I already think I'm a bad bitch. Not realizing, no, we're talking about inner beliefs and assumptions around self-concept, Kim. And yeah, I put a little focus on the fact that I realized I had abandonment issues, but I never went on a single soul self-concept journey. I lucked out and states finally clicked for me. So I went to that. So tell yourself that it is easy for you to shift your state, shifting to a beneficial state, shifting into the version of you that gets whatever the hell she wants. And he will change. He will change and start reflecting your new version. And you'll be busy getting whatever you want. It really will work out like that. I know it sounds too good to be true, too easy, too simple. Like, what's the catch? There is no catch. There is no catch. You need a Kimberly night tape. I know you don't want to do it, but I'm a master manifest. Maybe I'll make one just for you, Sarah. How about that? I don't think I'd be able to make one without laughing at some point in it. So Summer, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Totally doing that. Thanks, Kim. I knew I was making it too complicated. Good. Glad you got it. Jillian, I hope I am saying your name correctly because it looks like such a pretty name. And I'm always worried that I'm going to say it wrong. I hate when I butcher people's names. So is it Jillian? Ghislaine or Gillian? I don't know. Sound it out for me, will you? Will you type it out? And tell me exactly how to say it properly. For now, we'll call you Jem. We'll call you by the middle name, though, until you tell me exactly how to say it. Thank you for the very sticker. Yes, my name is Jelly. Are you being sarcastic, or is it really Jillian? That is a sexy ass name. Do you know that? Jillian. That is genius. Genius. Thank you for the hey you sticker. Thank you very much. What? Summers? I miss Summers? Let me look. I did. Summer Sparkles, I did skip you. I'm sorry. I went from Jen all the way to, who was the next one? No, oh, I think I'm pronouncing it wrong, but no Jude. I did skip it. Not on purpose. Sorry, Summer. I'm sorry, Summer Sparkles. I did skip you. Sorry. Let me read it now. Okay. Hi, Sovereign Empress Kimberly. Give Poop a treat and big hugs for you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I skipped you. Damn it. Hold on, my thing just fucking... Kim, are you from North Carolina or New York City? I am from neither. I am from Central New York. Central New York. I'm literally in between Syracuse and Albany. So, I have family in New York City, but I'm not from New York City. Ooh, Frequency. Thank you very much for joining my channel membership. Welcome. Welcome very much. I'm so excited. I'll see you on Tuesday. 9:30-ish p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. Well done. Erica Zealous, thank you very much. SP had movement, found out about 3P. And things have gone from talking to awkward silences. Feeling lost. We work together, but only a few weeks more. Okay. First of all, Erica, you found out about 3P. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Is it you found out about a 3P? Because the way that's written, it sounds like SP found out about you having a 3P. Which one is it, Erica? Well, I mean, if you got busted, I'm sorry. But if it's that you found out about a 3P, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. But listen, this doesn't have to be the end. Doesn't have to be the end, right? We know that what we're experiencing in our 3D, especially, I found out about 3D. Okay, well, that damn fucker. But listen, we know that when 3Ps arrive in our equations, that usually stems from a belief of not feeling good enough, not feeling chosen, even sometimes abandonment. We can change this. We can change this. We are only ever manifesting from a state. Yes? So you were probably, hold on, I was knowing, but then hadn't heard for a while. It got brought up and I got triggered. Well, listen, you got understandably triggered. Well, I thought she got busted. I just, I was having her back no matter what side of the equation she was on. She's an HBIC. I always back up my HBICs, even if it's bad decisions. But, all right, now listen. I know it is not fun discovering a 3P. Okay? Not fun. Yeah, I got your back, girl. I got your back. But we do not have to accept our 3D as permanent. We don't. Even though it's your feelings are hurt, understandably hurt, but when you think from the perspective of, okay, wait a minute. I'm the sole creator of my reality. I'm the God of my reality. And everything I'm experiencing is coming from me. I'm the cause. Not from the perspective of beating yourself up or wasting your time trying to figure out what thoughts did you think to create this. Oh, goodbye. I see a bunch of you saying goodbye, goodbye. Thank you for coming. Bye, heaven. So don't waste your time beating yourself up on figuring out, what was I thinking to manifest this? Who gives a shit? We're going to get you out of that state. Because right now, you are in a victim state. You remember, before you start judging yourself, I call any state where we feel out of control in our 3D a victim state because it's easier for me. It's just easier for me instead of listing 75,000 different states, right? Victim state, woman or man who has it all states, just easier. But we can change that entire situation around. We can. It is not permanent. And as far as being around each other on the job and it's feeling awkward, that's how you are feeling, and it's projecting out on her. So she's reflecting what's going on within you. So when you were in the relationship, and probably whenever you started doubting, that's when from the state you were in, your beliefs and assumptions were taking over. So I know it's a gut reaction to be angry and hurt, disappointed, any other word you can think of that's not nice towards our SP, because they've hurt us. They've chosen somebody else. It hurts. It's a rejection feeling. But try to remind yourself that, okay, this dumb bitch SP of mine is showing up this way because of my shitty beliefs and assumptions. She's just reflecting that. It does not have to mean anything more than that. And if I shift my state, I therefore shift my beliefs and assumptions, then that has to be reflected back to me from SP. Okay? So it's not the end unless you decide it's the end. Meaning, if you don't want to carry on manifesting, I get it. This person, I get it, because your feelings are hurt. I'm telling you, this doesn't have to be the end. It's just a reflection of your old shitty thinking. We can get you out of that state, get you into a more favorable one where we have more favorable beliefs and assumptions, where you do feel chosen, where you do feel like you're the only woman that person wants. We can get you over there. It's just baby stepping your way there. I like that. What 3P? Doesn't exist. Exactly. The last thing we want to do is put our focus on the 3P, because we want to get rid of a bitch. And if we are going to put our focus on the version of you that has whatever you want, and only on that version of you, that has to go away. And by that, I mean the third party. That will go away. That obstacle has to fall away. If you shift your state and you shift into a state where you know that you're the woman who has it all, even if the 3D doesn't look that way, you're focusing on the version of you that does. And I mean the version of you that has the career that you're looking for, You know, I already think you have the career you want, but we'll say more roles and things like that that you desire. So you see yourself as the version of you that has that, as well as having the relationship that you choose, exactly the way you want it to look. So what does that version of you look like? You keep your focus there. You keep telling yourself every day that it's so easy for you to shift into the version of you that has it all. You focus here, then no matter what, your 3D has to reflect that version of you. And if you're the woman who has it all, then you're the woman who doesn't have shitty inner beliefs around love and relationships over here. And therefore, with you putting your focus on the version of SP that you prefer, then SP clearly wouldn't have a 3P. Do you see what I'm saying? So put your focus over here no matter what you're saying in the 3D. This is exactly why I say, even though I know the 3D can give us painful experiences, do not think for one moment that I don't have times. Listen, you want to know the last time I cried over dumb shit in my 3D? This morning. This morning. I don't even know why I was crying. Nothing was happening. I was just emotional for no fucking reason. We were watching the news. They were discussing the weather. And I started tearing up. Not a clue why. Not a clue. Not a clue. I was feeling sensitive. See what I'm saying? We are humans having a human experience. And our little blips, our little emotional moments mean nothing. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be perfect. Okay? Damn well could be my damn cycle. Could be I have to check my flow, my app that keeps track of it. I didn't check that. It probably is the problem. But see, I can have an emotional moment and everything's fine, and everything is fine. We can have our moments, but we also can slip right back into a beneficial state. We can. We have access to these states. Don't think states are hard. States are not hard. There's not more for you to learn. There's not, well, you have to be better at this to get that. No. You have access to states right now. You can create a state right now. You telling yourself, I am, and whatever comes after am is a state. I shit you not. So we're going to get you out of a state that's saying that you're in a situation where a third party exists. You are no longer. You are in a state of being the woman who gets whatever the hell she wants. And then you focus on what the hell you want. And 3D will catch up. Don't be fooled by it while it's catching up. Okay, Erica? I understand how probably it does feel awkward to be around her. I get it. But remember, the longer we feel awkward around her, or the longer we're holding on to what you've experienced, that's the longer you are holding yourself in this state and therefore holding her in the state with you. We want to have her and you in a more beneficial state. Okay? So if you know, listen, if you take away nothing I just said, just know, like, it's not all lost. The bets aren't off. The manifestation hasn't failed. So just because opposite has shown up, it does not mean you're not going to get what you want. It doesn't mean this entire situation cannot flip on its head and actually put you in the direction of your manifestation. Because you, in this moment, should be telling yourself, this is just a part of your bridge of incidents. It's part of your bridge of incidents. I can look from afar and see into it and say, okay, you obviously had a shitty inner belief around love and relationships. We need to get rid of that, right? We need to have death to the old man. That's why Neville brings that up, okay? Death to the old man. Death to the old man is standing for the state, the old state, the state that you have created to be your dwelling state. It's death to that version of yourself. And unfortunately, sometimes the death includes something we don't like in the 3D. And it's your power and ability to realize that, put your focus on where we want to be state-wise, version of ourself wise. Put your focus there. Don't let this, don't fall for it. I understand your feelings are hurt and you're feeling a little lost, but I'm telling you, it's okay. It is, you're in the midst of shifting. The old man is dying. These old shitty beliefs do not belong in our next state. And it's very normal when shifting to still feel, what's that word? Residual effects from the previous state, which is why sometimes when we are shifting states, sometimes initially it don't feel that good. It feels unnatural. It feels like we're losing something. It can feel yucky at first. It's because you are completely changing your entire being. It's like when a tarantula sheds its shit, its hairy body shit. That's what you're doing. You're shedding that yucky, shitty ass state of yours. You're shedding it with all its shitty thoughts and its shitty beliefs. You're getting rid of it. And you're anew in your new state. Sometimes it's a bumpy road. Okay? You're going to be all right. You have the ability and the power to completely turn that situation around and have nothing to fear. You are the only cause. You are the only one in control of your reality. Right now, your 3D is making you feel like you're out of control, and you're not. Don't fall for the bullshit. Okay? Janet Carson, thank you very much. No question. I just want to say I love you so much. I love you so much. Thank you very much, Janet Carson. Thank you. What's this? What's this, nature? Hey, Kim, love your honesty. Your vibe is fire. Love listening to you. Hope your tooth is fine. Thank you so much, nature. It's still chipped. Oh, still chipped. But hopefully the dentist office calls me tomorrow like they said they were gonna. Yeah, I'm believing they're gonna. I'm believing it. Because I will poke that 3D if they don't. No, I'm just kidding. No. Somebody better call a bitch tomorrow. This motherfucker needs to be fixed. But I'm okay. I'm okay. Janet Carson, thank you so damn much. Freaking appreciate you. Smart Start 24. Kim, I'm sort of on a time crunch. Moving to a different city at the end of the summer, but I want to spend time with SP before that happens. More below. I do not see more below. I do not see more below. See, I don't see more below. See, this is exactly why the question has to be in the super chat. I can't be chasing it in the chat because there's too much in the chat. And I keep taking my glasses off because I can't stand the glare, so that makes it even harder for me to see. Smart Start. You're not on a time crunch. Time is an illusion. It is. There's only ever the present moment. There is no past. There is no future. You are not on a time crunch. Your human ego perspective believes in time. But there really isn't. So you're panicking for nothing. You're panicking for nothing. Oh, damn it, I lost where I was. So if you want to spend time with your SP, then put your focus on what? Put your focus on the who the hell you are. You're the God of your reality. You're creating out here. So put your focus on that, number one. And number two is putting your focus on the version of yourself that spends all the free time with SP. You are the version of yourself that is in a relationship with the specific person who also desires to spend all their free time with you. What does that version look and feel like? Put your focus on that, and that will project out. Do not tell yourself you're on a time crunch. That only adds unnecessary resistance and stress. Time really is an illusion. Okay? So put your focus on your God power. Put your focus on the version of you that has the relationship that you prefer with the version of him or her that you prefer. And things will start changing in the 3D. There is no such thing, I promise you, there is no such thing as sincerely being in a beneficial state and then not getting anything in the 3D. No such thing. So there is no wasting your time shifting your state. If you sincerely shift your state, it is guaranteed you will experience something out here. I did not trust that. I didn't trust that either. So I get it if you don't. But I'm telling you from experience, it's not get in a state and then get nothing out here. It's you're in the state and you get shit. If you're not in that state, the state you are in is what your 3D will look like. So if you put your primary focus on knowing who you are, meaning knowing and really saturating your mind in the realization that it's really you creating everything out here, and there's nothing outside of you controlling anything. It's all you. And then number 2, you see yourself as that version that has whatever they want. No limits. Put your focus on that version of yourself. And 3D has to begin reflecting that state. I promise. I didn't believe it either until it happened. And holy shit, it is true. It is always a reflection of the state you are living in. Okay? Charlotte Arnold, again, thank you very much. And by the way, she had a couple of her friends with her, and she put me on the pedestal. One saying, I feel like I already know you. Charlotte Arnold, you had friggin' amazing movement. Friggin' amazing movement. Well done. Very proud of you. Keep that energy. Keep that same energy. Okay? Well done. Now keep your focus on the version of you that always gets what she wants. The version of you that is getting the relationship with this person. And they are the new wonderful version. They're probably already the wonderful version, right? You're on a roll. So obviously you're doing shit right. So I'm very proud of you. Keep that energy. Well done, Charlotte. Janet Carson, again, thank you very much. I am the gold standard. I am a luxury. I like that. I like that very much. I'm the gold standard. I'm a damn luxury. I like that. I like that a lot. I think I'm going to be describing myself that way from this point on. Well done, Janet. Trisha B, thank you very much. It's been 2 weeks since pressing charges on third party. SP just started watching my stories, but will not respond to me asking him to pick up stuff. All right. So because I'm remembering interacting with you and I'm remembering other super chats, so I do remember your scenario. It's been 2 weeks. And we have SP now watching your stories. Now, instead of putting your focus on the fact that he's not responding, let's look at it as you're getting movement, as he's starting to watch your stories again. The fear inside of you for pressing charges, the fear of losing him because you did that, is still there. It's still rocking and rolling in your world. I know it is. That's why you're watching like with binoculars that are literally super glued to your face. That's how you're watching your 3D and every single thing your SP's doing right now. So you went and you like gorilla glued the binoculars to your eyes. And you're very, very worried. And I get it. I get it. But I'm telling you, it's because of the state you are holding. So right now, you know me, I'm instantly going to call it a victim state because that's the umbrella phrase I use. But you're in a state where there is some belief that because you did this to 3P, that SP is going to punish you and cut you out of his life or what. I don't want him to come and get things. I love him. Right. I know. See how you're fearing that? Do you see how you're fearing that? That's how I know what state you're in. And it's not to say you're a failure because you're fearing something. We don't have to fear being in a victim state. We don't have to be afraid of it. We want to create the belief that it doesn't matter where you are, that you can easily shift out. And that if you do fall back, it doesn't ruin your manifestation. That's the state we want to be in. The state of knowing I can fall back out of the state, but everything's going to be okay and it's going to be easy for me to shift back over. But what I'm saying is you don't have to fear anything. You are, without realizing, you are like getting a pretty looking silver platter and you're putting free will on top of the silver platter and you're handing it back over to SP. You're saying, here you go. You still control me. You still rule over me. I'm worried about losing you. I'm afraid the action I took is going to cause me to lose you. So you are looking outside of you. You're forgetting, oh, no. You're the HBIC of your reality. You're the head bitch in charge. You're the God of your reality. You have the God power within you right now in this moment. Right now, you have this power within you. Your guy does not have free will. So take the platter you handed to him with the free will, take it back, put it down, and set that shit on fire. Because he does not have it. He does not have free will. Stop giving it to him. Whatever you're fearing, okay? Whatever you're fearing is bullshit. And it's just a manifestation. The fear itself is just a manifestation from the state you are living in right now. The state of consciousness that you're living in. You're not going to lose your specific person. I don't care if he shows up 10 minutes from now and takes all this stuff. You're not going to lose him. Doesn't matter. Nothing can stop you from getting what you want. At minimum, we can hold it up a little bit, but that's only you. You're in total control of that. So try your best to remind yourself of who you are. Stop looking at SP that he has any type of power over your scenario, because he doesn't. There's nothing wrong with what you did. You press charges, you set a fucking boundary, and that's fine. That is okay. He is not going anywhere. If you put your focus on your power, on your God power, and then put your focus on the version of you who fears nothing, the version of you who just knows she's in charge of her shit. The version of you who knows SP is with you and only you and is head over heels in love with you. Because you are the only creator of anything out here. You put your focus on that version of yourself. And to be helpful, I would tell yourself that it's easy for you to shift into this version. It's easy for you to become the version of yourself who has what she wants. And what she wants is the non-asshole version of him. You want the loving, caring, loyal, and faithful version of him. Put your sole focus on that, and your 3D will begin recalibrating to fulfill your state. If we don't shift our state and we stay in this victim state where we are relentlessly fearing losing SP, these are the results, or this is how you're going to perceive everything you're experiencing, because you have your diarrhea glasses on. Remember, victim state has diarrhea glasses on. Or we can call them the binoculars that are super glue with Gorilla Glue on your face, because you're just only perceiving him and everything in that 3D from that perspective. Okay? Put your focus on the version of you that has whatever she wants. And nothing and no one outside of you has any control on whether that gets to manifest or not. Okay? Put your focus on that. It cannot fail. Don't be fooled by your 3D. Sometimes our bridge of incidents might not look like exactly the way you had planned. Sometimes our bridge of incidents looks a little shitty at first. Circumstances that we would never think would be on our bridge of incidents are on our bridge of incidents. Sometimes that happens, but who cares? We know how the movie ends. The movie ends with you getting what you want. So don't be fooled by that 3D. It is just a manifestation of your state, your old dominant thoughts, the old story. You are shedding that and becoming a new version. It will be okay. I mean it. It will be okay. You don't have to worry about a thing. Feels like you do. I know it feels scary. You are judging yourself for taking that action, and you do not need to do that. You're the god of your reality. You set a fucking boundary to that dumb bitch. That's what you did. You put a boundary down, and that's your God-given right to do in your reality. You're going to be all right. Okay? You'll have your SP. Keep your focus over here. Okay? Smart Start 24. Thank you, Kim. I've been affirming heavy for weeks. BBLs galore, but no movement. Struggling to change old story about him, but will adjust focus now. Yeah. Shift your focus. Focus on what I told you, and it will become really easy for you to shed that old story. You got to think that the story, that this is for anybody. If you're struggling to change the story you're holding or the assumptions you're holding of your specific person. Because remember, when we're manifesting specific people, our beliefs and assumptions are the cocktail of how they show up. So it's our beliefs and assumptions around love and relationships, and it's the assumptions that we're holding of them, housed from the state you're in. So you got to think, if there's any limiting assumptions you're holding over your person, like a shitty old story, keep in mind that was created from the state you were holding when you first encountered SP. So when we're struggling to let go of the old story, it is because of the state you're currently in. That's why I say make your state your priority. At minimum, being able to identify what state you're in by simply listening to your thoughts. Paying attention to what you're thinking and how you're feeling is how you identify what state you're in. So if you're struggling to let the old story go or change the story about a specific person, that is because of the current state you're in. When you are shifted into a more beneficial state, a state where we know we're getting whatever we want, and we have belief and trust in the law of assumption and knowing we're the gods of our realities, when we're there, when we're in that state, it's a piece of cake to drop old stories, because you will see that you only ever felt that way about SP from the original state you were in. See what I'm saying? So focus on what I told you and things will start changing. That's the only reason why old stories are hard to let go. It's because of the state you are in. Okay? Am I caught up? Am I caught up? Have I missed anybody? I'm double checking. I'm gonna put my glasses on to check though. I think I'm caught up. I get excited when I'm caught up. All right. Thank you, Heidi. Almost forgot to give this live stream a like. It would be very nice and very much appreciated if you liked it. It helps. It helps get out. It helps. I forget what it helps, but apparently it helps, okay? So could you throw me a bone and give me a like at minimum? I appreciate the 92 of you that did. Thank you very much. Ooh, it just went up to 99. Holy balls. Now up to 100. You guys amaze me with this shit. It's fucking exciting. I already told you, I am like a child. Like, don't ever come to one of my TikTok lives because I get so distracted when people give me the roses and give me the thingies. Because I'm like a child getting gifts. It's so nice. Look at that, 106. That fucking blows my mind. And it's like live. Like I'm here watching you do it. It is the coolest. Is it possible that you manifest our SP for us? Well, it's up to 108. It's like this. I'm going to tell you 111, 111. Hello? Is there anybody saying 112? I got to stop. 115. You guys fucking amaze me. Okay? Thank you so friggin' much. Fucking appreciate it. So it's like this, Kari. Because I know that it is possible to manifest for others. 118. It's 118. Thank you, guys. So it's possible for us to manifest for others, just like it's possible for us to affirm that someone we love is healed, is healthy. Yeah? So the honest answer is, yeah. From the perspective of I could be over here affirming, or 119. Okay. Or I can say, okay, today I'm going to intend or believe, or, whatever wording you want to choose, that all of my HBICs get their shit. I am going to believe from my reality, from my perspective, all of my HBICs manifest whatever their desires are. Do I have the ability to do that? Yes. Yes. Yes, I can. Just like I can affirm that somebody is healthy. Or, that's how we are able to change a coworker's personality. We have that ability. We can start seeing that person as the version that we prefer, right? So if you got all technical, 121. I'm pretty sure I have undiagnosed ADHD because I just think. And I actually had someone ask me directly if I did. And they weren't being rude. They were being genuine. So I probably do. I don't care. That's fine with me. So yeah, we can manifest for others. We do it. But I don't want you to think of that perspective. Like I get asked a lot, you know, what if somebody else is 123. Stop yelling, it's the middle of the night. This is my reality. Ain't nobody sleeping in my reality. I get asked all the time, well, what if somebody else is manifesting your person? Who wins? Well, you do. It's your reality. It's your reality. But just like you have the ability to, you know, affirm for somebody else's health, for them to be healthy, affirm for someone to get a job, all those things that we sometimes do, like for family members and friends, it's the same perspective. You are affirming for that person, but it's that version of that person within your own reality. See what I'm saying? So I guess by default, yeah, you could. Yes, you could. But from the perspective of it's your own reality. So it's the version you're intermingling with them in your own reality. Does that make sense? It made sense in my mind before it came out. Hey, bad kitty. Are you leaving now, Heaven? Good night. I don't need a microphone. No, I don't. I am loud enough. Hi, Kim. I went to an astrologer with my grandmother, and he said that if I'll do love marriage, I'll get divorced in a year or so. So he told me to do arranged marriage also, which might have a little bit issues. Okay, no disrespect to you, and no disrespect to Mr. or Mrs. Astrologer. Absolutely no one can tell you your future. No one. No one. And no one, I mean no one, controls what you manifest in your reality. Now, I do know that different cultures have different beliefs, and I know that there are still some cultures that have arranged marriages. So if it's your desire or your family's desire to still practice that, that's personal choice. If you don't want to get into an arranged marriage and you would like to manifest a specific person other than through being arranged, it is your reality and you can do whatever you want. And no, it doesn't mean that marriage is going to be terrible or have a bunch of shit happen in it. No, that astrologer does not know that. You are the only one that creates and controls your future. And for what it's worth, now, granted, I'm going to bring this to the perspective of tarot readings. I have several friends, who read tarot cards for a living. Several. And all of them, because they're good ones, tell people straight from the jump that what we are reading is your current energy. And that energy can change with your own thinking. So no decent tarot reader, psychic, astrologer is going to take a shit on your entire future because they know that you have the ability to change your thinking and therefore change whatever your current energy is and focus and manifest exactly what you want. So that astrologer is reading current energy. And that's me being nice saying that they're reading current energy. Focus on what you want to experience and fear nothing. Okay? You have nothing to fear. Don't believe someone outside of yourself. You are the operant creating power in your reality. The God of your reality, the soul creator, the higher person, the higher being has given you the power to manifest. You can manifest your dreams, desires, just like anybody else. Don't worry about what that astrologer told you at all. Put your focus on what you want, okay? You have nothing to be afraid of. Amy F., good night, lady. Thanks for all you do. Love you. I love you too, girl. Happy birthday. Hope you had the best day ever. Hope you had the best day ever. Hi, Kim. Do you think having multiple long-distance partners in the past means there is something within my inner story or state? If you're fearing that, yes, but just because, well, do you, when you think about manifesting an SP that is not long distance, what is your thoughts around that? Do you get a feeling that it's difficult for you to manifest someone who's not long distance? If you feel yes, it is difficult, or the fear that you're not going to be able to, then yes, I would say there's a belief there. Can that be easily changed? Yeah. I had a fear from a numerology book in my early 20s that I would only ever manifest short-term relationships. And I believed that. And that's exactly what I manifested. So I had that belief. I had a belief that all of my relationships were going to be tumultuous and, just shit because of what this numerology book said. And because I believed it is truth, I manifested it over and over and over again. Then I found the law of assumption. And that was the first fucking thing I worked on, by the way, was that belief. And I can say successfully that's not an issue anymore. So it doesn't take forever to change a belief. It doesn't. Kim, how did you manifest your second car? Did you envision driving it or just affirmed for it? I envisioned, I'm not much of a visualizer though, so I scripted exactly what I wanted down to, obviously make, model, but color. And for me, it was a special edition that I wanted. And I scripted that I had it. It's not, I didn't script that I was in it driving. I just script that it was mine. I finally now own a blah, 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 blah. And I scripted that, and yeah. From when I started scripting it, I can tell you it was probably like 3 or 4 months, because what happened is at my old job, one of my managers, he and I were buddies because we have interest in the same type of car. And he bought it, and it was special edition. There was limited amount of models of this particular car ever brought into the US, and oh God, it was beautiful. And I instantly fell in love, instantly. And I was new, very, very new to this stuff. Actually, I think I might've no, I was in law of assumption by then. Never mind. I was about to say, maybe I was still in the law of attraction, but no, I wasn't, because I wasn't scripting as much as I was. Law of attraction, I had been scripting, but I really didn't. I was doing like 55 by 5 shit. But when I found the law of assumption is when I started scripting freely, like mind dump, no rules. And that's what I did. I just wrote it as if I had his car. And I now have his car. That's who I bought it from. I didn't think that was going to happen because I knew how much he loved that car. That's what I'm saying. When I tell you it's okay if you don't believe what you're initially affirming, believing, or seeing yourself as, it's okay. It can still manifest. And it probably will. Probably being the elusive word that really shouldn't be in the sentence. You don't have to believe. Does it make the journey easier? Well, yeah. So you're not fighting off the doubts. But not believing does not stop you from getting what you want. I didn't think I was going to actually have his car. I was just thinking that another model like it would show up in my life. But it was literally that car. And that's the car I was scripting by. Because I was describing that vehicle because I wanted it to look just like his. And now I have his car. So, and it's not, it's, if you don't like the kind of cars I do, you're not probably going to see it as why it's so special to me, but I love Saabs. I am a Saab enthusiast, which obviously it's harder to get my hands on them, but hence too why the thought was I'm never going to be able to find one of them in a certain price range. I got it. I did. I took his car before he could even blink. Exactly. But anyway, so yeah, I just scripted as if I owned it, as if I already had it. And then I would write the details of what it looked like. But really, I was copying everything that was on his car. And who would have thought? And you want to know? Oh, Lord. I even put that it wouldn't cost me more than this amount. And that's exactly what I paid for it. Literally. Scripting, I'm telling you, I created the belief that everything I write manifests. And I sincerely mean that. And literally everything I script, I have manifested. I'm just now on to new things. Yes, Tina. Yes, that is very, very true. And we do, or we flash our lights doing the Saab blink. Yes. Yeah, she's absolutely right. It's true. And it's kind of weird because it's the only type of car I've driven since I was 18 or 19. And it's to the point where, like, what other vehicles are on the road, I don't know make and models. I don't know nothing about other cars. They all blend to me. They all blend, but I can spot a Saab from anywhere. Any model, any version, I can spot because I like them. It's something I like. Yes, the lights, the Saab blink. That's weird that you know that. I love that you know that because it's very true. Erica Zealous, member for 3 months. Special super chat. A Saab is a solid car, no joke. You are right. Listen, you can put as much mileage as you freaking want on a Saab. You take care of it, and that bitch will run forever. How can I work with my mindset around the fact soon SP and I will be long distance? I'm ignoring roaches, and I'm persisting with this SP. But is this a limited belief I have about distance? Yes, it is. It is. So I would be focusing on there are no obstacles between you and specific person. There are no obstacles. And if you put your focus on the state, like I mentioned earlier, that'll become easier and the distance will not scare you. And who's to say the distance is long term? Who's to say nobody moves locations? Who's to say? Don't put a condition on your manifestation. Remember, things may not play out the way we think they are supposed to play out, but just because things in the 3D look like they don't line up to our manifestation doesn't mean we aren't going to get our manifestation. Don't be fooled by the 3D. Put your focus on your God power and the version of you who has the version of your person with the relationship you prefer. Put it there. And yes, you will manifest it. That distance will become a non-issue. It really will. Don't fear it. We're just perpetuating it. Okay? Tina, thank you very much. Because I love you. And you're honestly the best coach ever. I love you, Tina. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And the fact that you know sob shit, I'm fucking impressed with that, okay? That's best friend worthy ship information, just so you know. All right? The whole state discussion feels more simple than constantly affirming my self-concept. Yes. Good, Summer. Good. You're getting it. It is. It is easier than relentlessly affirming for self-concept. It is. It simply is. And listen, when coaches try to teach you the opposite of that, and yet they use Neville Goddard to back their reasoning, it is hilarious to me, because it is Neville Goddard who discussed states and discussed change your state. Persist in the new state. Not affirm self-concept all day long. So it's silly to me when they use Neville to back up their self-concept shit. Yes, Neville discussed your concept of self. Yes. But he also discussed states and the ability to just choose one. Choose it and stay in it until it hardens into fact and therefore projects into your 3D. See yourself as the version of yourself you prefer. So don't fear it. Don't think, well, why isn't everybody talking about states? I don't fucking know. And it'll explain why they haven't manifested half their shit. Honestly. Put your focus on your state, things move along quicker. I am telling you. From experience. From experience. Not because it's my opinion. Not because I just think so. I've done it. It's how I manifest. I'm not waiting years and years and years. You don't have to either. Don't fear that you have to stay on these long, relentless affirmation journeys. There's nothing wrong with affirming. If you enjoy affirming, you keep doing it. It's choice. It is choice. Okay? You don't have to give up scripting. I don't. I still script whenever I feel like it. I just don't do it every day like I used to, because I manifest from my state. I pay attention to my state of consciousness, my state of being. So you don't have to give up manifestation games that make you feel good, visualizing, scripting, affirming. You don't have to give those up. But your shortcut to shit is identifying your state. It is the shortcut, because you're always manifesting from your state. So even when you're affirming, you're in a state. You're still in a state. You see what I'm saying? Sally Abigail, thank you very much. 3P got pregnant weeks after meeting my SP. Now I feel my manifestation is delayed. How? I stopped thinking this. Feel like I'm pushing it into the future. All right. So Sally Abigail, okay, because we do not wish harm, right? We don't wish harm on babies. I'm very protective of the babies, but let's put this into perspective. So I'm sure 3P getting pregnant probably has scared you, and I'm sure has scared you. But let's keep it real. How many times have we heard of people being pregnant and then realizing that the person they think they're pregnant by is not the actual baby daddy? So who's to say your SP is actually the baby daddy? So there's nothing wrong with thinking from the perspective that your SP is not baby daddy. See what I'm saying? So don't look at it as it's over. It's over now. Everything's going to be slowed down now because we got this circumstance. No, that's you choosing to align yourself into a state that you are now experiencing this in the 3D. So I'm saying, no, shift yourself. Shift your state. Don't put this 3D circumstance as your primary focus. Put your primary focus on the relationship with that SP that you want to be in. And what does the version of you look like that has it? Put your focus there. And obstacles, circumstances, and the 3D will fall away regardless. Okay? Sarah Moreau, member for 6 months. Thank you very much. Membership super chat. Kim, I don't even feel an urge to talk about 3D circumstances. LOL. Even though there is a lot, but I know it's done. Just wanted to say love you and thank you for being you. I am getting into the state for longer each day. So proud. I am fucking proud of you, Sarah. I am proud of you. And I love that you are working on getting into the state every day, no matter what. I am proud of you. Very proud of you. And that's probably some of the reason why you're not concerned with your 3D. It's because you're maintaining let me tell you something. When you consistently get into a more beneficial state, into a state where you're believing that you are the version of yourself who has nothing to worry about because you know you're getting what you want, you really do stop giving a shit about 3D circumstances. You do. You start seeing them from that outside perspective as, oh, totally unimportant. This is going to go away. I have nothing to worry about. I know I'm getting what I want. It's already created because I am the I am. It's already done. It's already in here. It's already here. It's inevitable that I'm going to see it out here. Non-issue. You really do start to feel that way. And then your 3D has to match that. Has to. So it's good. It's very good. You're in a good place, Sarah. No matter what, through tears and through craziness, I'm choosing my desired state. I am so friggin' proud of you. Yes, that's how we do it. We don't give up because we can't hold a state. When we fall out, we just get back up and work towards it again. We never have to fear falling out of a state. You never have to be afraid of your victim state. It doesn't make you a failure for falling back into that state. It just doesn't. You are creating a version of yourself that doesn't have to fear anything. That's the idea. Create the dwelling state. Everyone has a dwelling state. It's the state you most naturally and most often fall into. Change the dwelling state to the state that you don't have to fear the other states. You don't have to think that if you, I keep falling back into victim mode, now bad shit's going to manifest. No, fuck that. You get to decide that you are the version of yourself who doesn't have to think like that and therefore won't experience things like that. Period. It's the law of assumption for a reason, meaning you can create any assumption you desire. You can create any state you desire. It's infinite. There are infinite versions of each one of us. So any state you create is a possibility. You really are limitless. For real, for real. Angela Renee, thank you very much. SP's family hates 3P and completely adores me and our kids. It feels like we're waiting on SP to conform. Any tips on staying focused and living in the end? Yes. Number one, it's reminding yourself of who you are, meaning the God power within. As I say, if you don't believe in God, insert what you do believe in. If you believe it's just an energy, then let yourself say that the energy of creation, the power of creation is within you. You are that power. You are it. You are the God. If you believe in God, great. It's easier for me to say God. You are the I am. I am the I am. It's saturating your mind in that. Because when you saturate your mind with that, you realize and really see that you are the only cause of the things you experience out here. Not for you to blame yourself for manifesting things we don't like. It's to make you see that, well, if I don't like something, I can change that. I can change that. For example, one of my channel members, she's on here tonight. I won't say which one in case she doesn't want it out on the public live, but got rid of cancer in her parent. She created the version of herself that has a parent that no longer has cancer. We can shift an SP. Do you see what I'm saying? There are infinite versions of all of us. So it's putting the focus on the version of yourself that has the relationship that you desire with the desired version. Okay, it's Tina. I didn't want to name you Tina in case you wanted it private. Tina, one of my channel members, as I often say, channel members get movement. I don't know what it is. It's got nothing to do with me. They join, they start doing shit. Major shit. It's major shit. Cured cancer. I shit you not. We can change SPs. We can stop an SP for being a dink. We can. So see your, I believe in God, AK Kim. That's why you're the baby Jesus. But no, seriously. Seriously. See yourself as the version that has the relationship back the way you desire with the version of your specific person that you desire. Holy shit, I just noticed that went to 134. Thank you very much, all you people. Thank you. Okay? That's all you need to do is put your focus there. No matter what we're seeing out here, it does not matter. Okay? $136. Love you too, Jellyanne. 137. Love it. I decided to own the fact that I am God, and as God, nothing and no one can stop me. Nothing and no one can make me feel doubt about myself, insecure and scared. I get what I want, and that's that. And Maria, that's the key. Well done. 142. 142. 44. Oh, Lord. That's exciting. That's exciting. Maria Palma, well done. Well done. Okay? That's the mindset you want. That's the version of yourself you want to create. 145. That's the version of yourself that you're getting whatever you want. Well done. I am glad you've decided to really focus on, believe in that. Well done. I'm judging so much, I'm like a motherfucking fairy godmother today. Is what a Mandela thing. What are you talking about, Sarah? Natalie shifted into a reality where it's 214. It says 214. It says 212 on mine. Wait, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? There's 214 people in this. On the clock or on the count of who's here? Oh, viewers, I see 216. Oh, no, I think maybe, oh, well, I'm not going to tell you no. Maybe you did see it that way. I see 216 viewers and 145 thumbs up. That's what I see. Weird, though. Bad Kitty, member for over a year. Thank you very much. The more I maintain the state, the more I understand what it truly feels like to be the God of my reality and create the best version of myself and everyone else around me. It's fucking amazing. Love you, Kimmy. I love you too, Bad Kitty. Bad Kitty had been with me since literally day one. Literally. Literally. And I fucking appreciate you, bad kitty. And I love you too. And I love that you are clicking with states and realizing the power within while being in the state. The power is at your hand no matter what state you're in, but the benefits of being in a more beneficial state sincerely starts changing everything around you. It's just life is good. Life is good. Oh my God, you changed your username to baby. I fucking love you. Brittany Nicole, baby Jesus. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Hi, Kim. It's my SP's birthday and can't get rid of the thought that he'll reject my gift. He's been treating me badly since 3P invaded. I'm afraid. What should I affirm? I would affirm, well, first of all, you're going to remember who you are and what the power you have within you, the creation power. SP does not have free will, so we do not have to fear him. Remember that, number one. Number two, tell yourself that your SP loves receiving gifts from you, loves interacting with you. SP loves to be around you. And remember, you're putting your focus on the version of yourself that has the version of your SP back. That third party has no power in your reality. It's just lies. It's just an illusion that you've been seeing in your 3D. You're the only one with the power to create. So put your focus there. Tell yourself that of course he loves getting gifts from you. Of course he's going to accept it. Of course he is. Because he's yours and doesn't have free will. You're in charge of your reality. That's what I would be saying. I don't know how to. You probably go into settings, meow meow. Yeah, I was right. Settings. What are you going to change yours to? Johnny Cage is here. Hello, Johnny Cage. How are you this fine evening? You're on your iPad. Go up to the corner where you see your icon of yourself. Should be off to the right. And there's settings from there. Hi, should we put a time when we do? Wait. Hi, should we put a time when do we? You know I read them like they're written, right? Okay. Hi, should we put a time when do we want things to happen? You probably mean like want things to happen. Okay. I'm going to say no. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's your reality. I'm not the boss of your reality. But I'm loving that you're appreciating. I love reading them exactly how they're written. That's what brings me joy. So it's all in good fun because you know I'm a sarcastic twat, right? Okay. So listen, it's your reality. You are the boss of your reality. I am not the boss. Don't be sorry. I think it's funny. Don't be sorry. It's fun. It's what makes the lives fun. You can do whatever you want with your affirmations. Okay? When I tell people, maybe we shouldn't put a time on it, is if you're going to stress out over it. Meaning like you're going to constantly stare at your 3D and be upset because it didn't show up at the time you wanted. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with using words like, you know, I manifest instantly. Everything comes to me so quickly and easily. I'm so shocked at how fast this manifested. Because I like to affirm script from the perspective of past tense or present tense. So that's what I would do. But if you are going to put a date on it, don't stress out over the date then. Right? Because that's like not what we want to do, is being stressed over the when. Do you see what I mean? Does that make sense? Oh my God, can you read my comment? Just now, I affirmed that you are definitely going to read my comment right now, and you instantly did. Now I know SP does want me. Maybe he's just scared to reach out. Don't say he's scared to reach out, though, Maria. He is not scared. He is thinking about you lovingly at all times. He is not scared. I know the next question in your mind is, okay, yeah, but if he's thinking of me, why isn't he reaching out? Do you instantly reach out when you think of someone? No, you don't. None of us do. No one does. So keep that into perspective. And number 2, you're on his mind. That's what matters. Action will end up coming within your 3D. Don't stress it. He ain't scared. Don't say that. We're not trying to create that. Okay? Hey, Kim did some self-care today and got a haircut, so you know I'm looking more handsome than usual. Really, Johnny Cage? Really? Kim, I appreciate your advice and you answering my super chat, sending you love and light. I'm sending you love and light, Johnny Cage. You know I love saying that username, so I enjoy when you show up so I can read it. Thank you. Jesus. Ceremonial zhuzhing priestess. Really? Meow meow? Really? That is way too long. Crouton queen, baby Jesus. Jesus Christ. I can't with you two. I cannot with you two. I know. I do need to go. I got an early morning. I got an early call. Which means I need to get up early and bathe. Because I got a haircut at 12:30. With a new hair person, hairstylist, whatever the right word is. What's the word? What do we call it? Technician? Hair technician? Hairstylist? I have a brand new one. Shit. I just forgot his name. I was about to tell you. Billy. His name's Billy. I liked his name, and that's why I selected him when I made this appointment. So I'm going to say it's going to be good. I intend your hair looks like $1 million. Thank you very much, Laura P. Sarah, you have a new SP? Well, Jesus, what are we naming this one? We have Dolphin. What else? Octopus. What are we calling this one? Hair tech. I don't know no more. I don't know no more either. Used to be, there was beautician, hairdresser, hairstylist. I don't know what the right word is. It's a girl. Who is it? Seahorse? Not Billy the Cat. No. No offense, Billy the Cat, but no. I like to say I have power of, I like to say I have power of influence versus they have no free will. I'm marinating. Power of influence versus no free will. Well, I mean, it's your reality. You do what you want. You say whatever the hell you want. Free will's a lot shorter for me. I like easiness. I'm lazy. You have fallen in love with her. Who, Sarah? Who? And she's straight. Well, so what? Love is love. Love has no boundaries. Love is love. So what? You don't have to change. Listen, I think that's a misconception. Some people and people manifesting others of a like the opposite sexuality choice or whatever it's, the right phrasing is. You're not changing them. You're not trying to change their sexuality. Love is love. See what I'm saying? Love is love. Love has no boundaries. That's how I see it. You are fucking welcome, Maria. You are welcome. Forgot to tell you about who has a crush on me. It's a funny story. Oh, I know instantly who you're talking about. Instantly. Because that person is showing up all over the place on my stuff. Not the way they showed up on yours. Not that way. But in other ways. Just so you know. And I think of you every time I see it. Hair zhuzher. Hair zhuzher. I want to call him hair zhuzher. But then I'm going to burst out laughing and then I'm going to have to explain my chipped tooth. That fucking dentist office better call me. I got to stop. I got to stop it, Kim. Stop it. That's the wrong state. I am in the state where I get what I want and I don't have to worry about nothing. My tooth will be fixed. See? I have seen Aunt Sarah Moreau manifest the whole damn Sea World. She has. She has. We've used all the names. I gotta take my hair down. It's driving me nuts. It's hurting my head. Oh. It's been up all day. Hurts. Okay. I like hair zhuzher. Savvy. I think I'm gonna use that hair zhuzher. I might call mine plankton. That's hilarious. New SP can be elephant. Why elephant? I thought we're sticking to SeaWorld shit. It's going to make it hard for me to remember. If you were in my area, I'd send you to see my SP. What do you mean? Does your SP do hair? Where do you live? Call them Orca. Oh my God. My friend's mom was straight and she fell in love with her best friend who was a lesbian. They've been happily married for 17 years. See what I'm saying? Love is love. Love crosses all boundaries, all nations, all sexualities, all everybody's. Love is love. Your SP's a dentist? I'm in Chicago, though. You'd have to travel far. Listen, don't put conditions on me and my manifestations, Tina. I'll travel if necessary. Okay? Okay? Okay, the girl SP can be starfish. Much easier. Thank you. Much easier for me. Also, I saw something old me would probably spiral about, but it actually helped me get into a better state. Love it. Love it. I'm totally serious, Tina. Okay? I will travel for emergency situations. This is an emergency situation in my eyes. Love you, Kimmy. Love you too, Ritz SL. Or she can be tuna fish. No. She cannot be tuna fish. She is starfish. For obvious reasons. Obvious reasons. We don't want to correlate her and tuna. For the love of God. Can I manifest 2 SPs in one time? Is it possible? Absolutely yes. Yes, it is. So funny. I've been looking for a hair braider for so long, and here we are, Kim, talking about the beautician. See what I'm saying? I'm your BBL. It's BBL talking about it. BBL. I know. This is like, don't look at my hair and then judge and be like, yeah, it shows. Don't say it. But I haven't had a real people haircut since before the pandemic. Don't judge me. Don't judge me for admitting that, but I haven't. I haven't, because I don't think she watches me, so I don't think it matters. I don't want to go back to my original beautician. I don't want to go back. Because she can be grumpy and bitchy, and I don't feel like dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? So, she don't watch me. Sorry. Still think you're a nice person. I just don't want to come back. But, so, I haven't, and like, that's it. I just clean up my layers, please. Clean it up. Cut off my dead ends, because I can't get them all. Like, I got my, half-assing technique I do to survive, but I need a real people haircut from a professional. Can we manifest SP and money at the same time? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. You should. You should always multi-manifest, yes. Kim, need your advice on getting rid of a 3P, please. My advice, in all honesty, is not putting your focus on the 3P as best as possible. Best as possible. And instead, putting your focus on the state you are maintaining. So if you're in a state of panicking and worrying about 3P, then you know you're not in a beneficial state. That's the way I look at it. Whenever we feel out of control of what we're experiencing, we are forgetting who we are, and we're probably in a state that is not awesome. So put your focus on who you are, the God of your reality, and then put your focus on the version of you that is in the relationship that you desire with the version of your specific person. So the version of you who would be in that relationship, sincerely and clearly, no 3P would be in existence, because you would be a version of yourself that wouldn't have to worry about anything like that, because that's the version of yourself that knows you are chosen. You are worthy and deserving of anything and everything you desire. That's why you put your version on that, so you can shift into the state of you being that version, and all obstacles melt away for reals. Okay? That's my advice. Mr. Forte, thank you very much. Kim, I'm in a good state. It's ladder week, LOL. But I love to hear your encouragement. Well, Mr. Forte, I am very proud of you. Very proud of you. You have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Maintaining your state, seeing yourself as the badass, handsome, sexy ass version of yourself who was in the relationship with your specific person. You are the version of you that has to worry about nothing. You are the version of yourself that you know whatever you desire is yours. So there are no beliefs to overcome. You have shifted into the version of yourself that believes that anything is possible. It was so easy for you to shift into this version. Everything always works out for you. You have nothing to worry about. You are on the right path. You've been doing an amazing job. An amazing job. So I'm glad you're feeling good now. I'm glad you're paying attention to your state. You have nothing to worry about. Everything's going to shift for the better And that reality of yours, your 3D reality, and you will have your person. Period. Okay? Lone Wolf Heart, thank you very much. Good morning from the UK. Sent with love. Love you, Lone Wolf. You're always good to me. Thank you very much. Well, I mean it, Mr. Forte. I meant what I said. I didn't say it to make you feel better. I'm saying it because it's the truth. So you're doing good. You're doing very good. I'm glad you're paying attention to your state. I'm glad. You're doing amazing. For reals. All right. And on that note, I'm out. I am out. It's time for me to get this fucking makeup off my face. Get zit cream on my zit. And then go to bed. And then I gotta get up early. Hose myself down. Do my morning call. And then go get my hair cut from a brand new hair professional. Okay? And hopefully have some answers about my, not hopefully, I will hear. And everything will be fine with my chipped ass tooth. Okay? I'm becoming the version of myself who does not have a chipped front tooth. And who has a brand new haircut that's really going to look no different, just trimmed. But it's a new haircut. Okay. So, why does my hair feel like it weighs 1,000,000 pounds today? Jeez. A hair zhuzher. A hair zhuzher. Okay, I'm beat. My eyes are bugging me. I don't like not having the glasses on, but I can't stand the reflection. You look sweet and hot either ways, Kim. I love you awakening to love. New best friend. Thank you very much. It was very nice. Good night, Kim. Thanks for another amazing night. You were so helpful and so loved. Tina, I fucking love you. You cancer eliminator. Well done. Well done. Bye-bye, love you. No more choking on croutons or breaking more teeth. It's your fault I choked on the crouton. It was your fault. You're the one who made me laugh while I was eating. All right. Thank you very much. Good night, Kim. Your teeth are perfection. Thank you. Thank you so much. Lord have mercy, this idle spell. What? Oh, Lord. Okay, let's go to bed. Chipped tooth and needing a haircut. Don't stop your beauty, Kim. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Forte. All right. I love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay? Be good. Be good. You are limitless. There is nothing you cannot have. Nothing. You are creating the rules of manifestation in your reality. Keep the control. Don't hand your control to somebody else's limited beliefs. Okay? You're the gods of your reality. God power. Okay. All right. Love you all. See you all tomorrow. Hopefully with news about this fucking tooth.